www.grnradio1.com. Big Preacher, PRECH.com. Oh yeah. Nothing but facts can you comprehend, coming from an IBM, an intelligent black man. Nothing but facts can you comprehend, coming from an IBM, an intelligent black man. Nothing but facts can you comprehend, coming from an IBM, an intelligent black man. Nothing but facts can you comprehend, coming from an IBM, an intelligent black man. Nothing but facts. Straight up. Nothing but facts. Straight up. Nothing but facts, G. Straight up, truth, G. The truth's gonna get ya. The truth's gonna get ya. Nothing but facts can you comprehend, coming from an IBM, an intelligent black man. Nothing but facts can you comprehend, coming from an IBM, an intelligent black man.
When we were marching with the good Reverend Doctor, we were man, woman, and child, getting it done. We can't get it done. Our minds is too discombobulated and caught up into the elements of white supremacy. Black folks, you're gonna be forced to unify. You're gonna be forced to unify so bad because God is getting ready to spank us. He's getting ready to spank us all, starting in our own individual families. He ain't gotta go very far. Black folks on the whole, we don't treat each other. We have such an inappropriate way of handling our people because of the oppression and because of your advantageous mindset towards the white man's money. But let me tell you something. Black folks got a whole lot of money. But what good is it having all this money, folks, when you don't have no power? Black folks lack power. We're so malnourished with power. We got all the money, but we don't want to buy power. Money buys the power. Okay? This president, Mr. Trump, he proves that basically he can do anything he needs to do. What good is having money when you have no power? What good is it as a people when we have money and then we don't want to make investments and put our own people out on these construction sites? Black folks, you're losing because you're taking your aim off the goal. And now we're on the goal time of global conflict. Global conflict is coming to America. I looked at a new YouTube video of Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, and it was very chilling what this man said. He said all of Russia is prepared to go down as martyrs. That's a very dangerous statement from a nuclear power nation. And I tell you, black folks, what are you gonna do? You're gonna keep sitting around here with this nigga self-hatred, don't even want to say hello to your folks? We as a nation of people have been discombobulated, broken up, and malnourished to the education of economics. We're like kindergartners when it comes to economics. It's sad. Black folks, you better wake up. You better wake up. Because right now, if you don't wake up, more foreigners is coming in here every day. They coming. And you know what their objective is to do? Is to make money off of black America. Period. See, the white man, he brings them into your communities. They don't go to the nice communities where they at and sell us teriyaki. They come to the black neighborhoods to sell us teriyaki and sell us even fried chicken in Los Angeles. Nearly every chicken spot is some Asians got it. Asians is selling us fried chicken and biscuits because black people in America won't wake up. Oh, you better listen to the big preach on this COON free broadcast. The COON free broadcast is for us as America to wake up. You see, the whole part of it is we don't want to buy, sell, and trade black people together. We need to buy, sell, and trade with each other, and then we end it all. If you don't think that don't apply to you, then just keep it pushing. Because watch what's going to happen to your money. You think you're comfortable with the money that you're making? This money is only subjected to the power of the World Central Bank. The World Central Bank has America by the balls. Because all they got to do is get one day of one of them Scud missiles, hit the reserve, and all of the money here in America crumbles overnight. You will see an economy of an empire crash so fast. It will crash faster than the Roman Empire. The Romans said, "Long live Rome." That was the slogan in that time. And Rome fell and cracked like some crackers out of a Cheez-It bag. It's sad that black people will not and refuse to wake up. I'm saying, you better learn how to love yourself. I'm saying, you better learn how to buy, sell, and trade with each other. I'm saying that if you don't learn how to buy, sell, and trade with each other, you're done. And you don't deserve freedom. Why? If you don't deserve freedom, you don't deserve to live. Because you're living right now as an evolutionized slave. You don't own or control nothing. The money that you earn, you ask some white folks for the job and they gave it to you. And if it was a black man that hired you, he was put there by proxy to do what white folks say to do. That's to make you think that we have overcome. Oh, we overcome. What do you think that our ancestors were singing? What do you think that the civil rights elders were singing when they sang that song, "We Shall Overcome"? When they sang the song of "We Shall Overcome," it was the song that said that we will not be still in 2018, 2019, asking the white man for a job. It said, "Deep in my heart, I truly believe we shall overcome someday." And look at it. We're still depending on the resources of white supremacy for our success. We're the only people that goes to a university and get an education based off of white supremacy, graduate, and then go work for corporate America based on white supremacy all over again. And you think that you're going to be free. Well, you need to re-sing the song. "We shall overcome someday. Deep in my heart, I truly believe white folks will treat us good someday." That's what you should be singing, because you're still waiting for these white folks to treat you good. You're still waiting for them to do what Jesus did. That's why they love Dr. King so much. They love Dr. King because he followed the real teachings of Christ and spoke to their conscience, to the ones that really have the spirit of humanity, because big preachers here to think that they have yet to prove their humanity. In fact, I don't even think they're human. However, if they are human and have humanity, they should be able to dialogue with you in civil and peace, not walk up when they hear the reality of their history, not get up and walk away and say this is bullshit, because that's what most of them do. 70% of the time when Big Preach engages in a conversation with supposedly be intelligent white people, they get up and leave. They get up and walk away. So it's clear that they are oblivious to their history. It's clear that they don't care to understand what history has mandated them to be in the position that they are, and this country is no longer theirs. Okay, this country now belongs to a bunch of global deep state people that has black folks involved in it too, because you signed up to serve the devil. And we're surrounded, black folks, with a whole nother nation of people that look like us. I call it the nations of coons. As long as we got the nation of coons thinking that we can be successful to carry out an agenda, black people are going to have a double trouble and a double war to fight. I'm calling on all the people across America that listens to the Big Preach to understand one important thing. And the thing that we must understand is that America is no longer yours. America belongs to the foreign deep state. And be made that we go into global conflict. We're going into global conflict off of foreign policy objectives that has nothing to do with your black anus. We're not even in control of the communities. We're not even keeping the money in the communities. The money stays in the community 30 minutes and it's back in the Jew boy's hand. It's back in the Asian's hand. It's back into the Hindu's hand. You're not buying, selling, and trading with each other, black folks. Once we keep the money in our community, and once we get to the point where we can establish a covenant that we will only buy black. I don't care if I gotta buy it in front of the back of back of CVS or something, back on the streets in the alley of Walgreens. We gonna meet behind there, man. Can I buy some baby powder? I need some lotion. I need some combs. I need some toilet paper. I need some toothpaste. I need some hygiene products. Can somebody sell me something? Can I buy something from somebody that look like me? Or I always gotta go walk into these Asian places and walk into these white places to buy my toiletries. It's a damn shame. I'm calling us to love each other. I'm calling us, from the spiritual people that we are, that you want to see the hand of God. I'm saying you're not going to see the hand of God move upon our freedom until black people in America understands the importance of not trivializing it to satisfy your income with your rulers, but to understand that all we have is each other. And once we start buying, selling, and trading with each other, black people in America, you will see America change overnight. This is the Big Preach coming to you with Gospel Rap Nation, the COON Free Broadcast.
This is BigPreach.com bringing to you Black Lotus with Ghetto Soldier.
Since the day I came alive, right under my father's eye. To my mother they lied, papers were signed for me to play the game, to control me like everybody before me. Life is a movie, and this is my best performance. I grew up on the southeast side of Grand Rapids, Michigan, that's where we ride. I'm feeling 10 feet tall as I bailed through the hood again. One of my road dogs just came home from the pen. Now I'm thinking about the game that we all seem to play. How every step is suggested in a major way, and now it's easy to fall victim to poverty. These frequencies got us all twisted. You follow me, they shoot us down in the streets in cold blood. He grew up in the game too, in his heart there's no love. Why break it down to a science? Can't you clearly understand the government is just declining? Ain't no need for all the crying. Wipe away your tears, stop looking at your life like the end is near. See, there's a plan for your life and the reason you're here, and the only thing to fear is fear. Now overstand, you need to activate your melanin. Wake up, all this third dimensional thinking got us all stuck, thinking it's all over, like that's the only thing they owe us. Take your last breath, trying to overcome the ghetto soldier inside. Everybody claim they got an answer, everybody got supreme knowledge, got us all amped up, but where the answers and solutions at? They shooting us every day and we ain't shooting back, but we'll shoot each other. Forget about how we brothers and sisters and disrespect our own mother. Listen to 100 rich black scholars trying to tell us what we need, teaching us to pursue and not proceed. They full of greed, cause they won't tell you about no energy or oxygen at all. They won't tell you how the earth work at all, and so you fall into a bit of confusion. Everybody choosing and at the same time losing, remaining blind to the secrets that they hold inside. The truths of the world leaves with the ones who died. And if I die, don't let them meet your future, bury my past. Just keep it real when you tell you remember me last. Now don't cry, wipe away your tears, stop looking at your life like the end is near. See, there's a plan for your life and the reason you're here, and the only thing to fear is fear. Now overstand, you need to activate your melanin. Wake up, all this third dimensional thinking got us all stuck, thinking it's all over, like that's the only thing they owe us. Take your last breath, trying to overcome the ghetto soldier inside. Everybody screaming peace, while we steadily getting shot down in the streets by the police. Now what's a mother and a father to do when the law did to their kids what they wanted to? Now we're stuck in the vicious circle with so-called black leaders sent to spiritually cheat us. To us as a collective, don't overstand the game, immune to pain, no change, what a damn shame. Where do we go from here? Where does that become clear? Still in the hood, smoking blunts and drinking beers. Some of us doing anything to survive. I shared so many tears in this life of mine. Pour out some liquor for the loved ones I lost to a life of crime. I feel pain every time they face pop in my mind. Our situations are controlled. Why they do so much to kill our soul? Now don't cry, wipe away your tears, stop looking at your life like the end is near. See, there's a plan for your life and the reason you're here, and the only thing to fear is fear. Now overstand, you need to activate your melanin. Wake up, all this third dimensional thinking got us all stuck, thinking it's all over, like that's the only thing they owe us. Take your last breath, trying to overcome the ghetto soldier inside, trying to overcome the ghetto soldier inside. Trying to overcome the ghetto soldier inside.
You are listening to Gospel Rap Nation, COON Free Broadcast, coming at you. This is the Big Preach coming to you with Gospel Rap Nation, the COON Free Broadcast. This is Brother 7 with Somebody Lied to Us.
Yeah.
Somebody lied to us.
Break my heart, nigga. You know what you signed up for? You sure? Genocide on your own people, my nigga. It's a lie. You're living a lie. Yo, I feel like an alien in my own lands. And though I'm grateful you saved me, the homies hating me lately. They can't relate, they think it's fake the way your grace it is shady. My neighborhood's crazy, just like a baby. I'm trying to cradle it in my own hands. And Lord knows I'm knowing I ain't the savior, but the least that I could do is try to lead them to him. And we are so broken in our behavior, but imagine what we could do if my people knew him. When I never had nothing, the hood was there, but I didn't have nothing, I couldn't care. Then I met the risen Christ and was given life, so now I'm living life to give him life. What I shouldn't share, betraying the homeboys, I wouldn't dare. But if I say I love him, gotta tell him the truth. The fatherless follow us and then get swallowed up by the same game that swallowed us. It's obvious we fell in the youth. You see that Ruger in his hand glistening, that little shooter think you love him if he bust for you, but you were just using him for your ambitions. And he couldn't see nothing because he trusted you. He gave his life for your hype, he's doing life for a stripe. And you won't even write, bro, a kite. You need the little homies living wrong to get it on. That's why you ain't the one that's trying to fight for what's right for real. Hope you listen, I ain't dissing, I'm trying to plead with you. And every rally that's in it and got some influence. The little homies is listening to what you feed. If you said it, he did it, ain't no coincidence. The big homies raised us to die for him. On the other hand, it was Christ gave his life for us. They said that love's earned, so we would ride for him, but God love with no return, somebody lied to us. Brotherly love overcomes our destruction. That's the acronym for blood, right? Christ's love overcame our destruction. I guess he the only one doing blood right. Community, revolution, and progress. That's the acronym for crib, right? Christ unity's the solution to progress. I guess he the only one doing crib right. Somebody lied to us. Somebody lied to us. Somebody lied to us. Come on, somebody lied to us. You see it, somebody lied to us. I swear somebody lied to us. They wouldn't be the ones that would die for us. Christ did it on the cross, somebody lied to us.
I try to talk to the streets, but they don't learn. Till you can't help them and gotta tell them it's your turn. Jail time is a candle with a slow burn. That's if you blessed with death, it's no return. Hopped off the porch and we came out of broken homes. Never seen a happy family portrait till we broken home. Knuckles ain't white from the fights, many broken bones. Heard we was kings, so we settled for a broken throne. I understand, for real I was you. Now I'm trying to tell you what you think is real's not true. Love yelling cuz I was real bout blue. Now I'm covered in his blood like a real die move. The streets say you real when they crying at your wake. If you walk away to get your life right, then you fake. So I either gotta die, live a life full of hate, to be real in your eyes, realize that it ain't love. We try to make the gang full of void, but we can't still avoid that the pain of a boy still remains. And the noise in our brain is a voice of Satan telling us the pain is poison. So when the homie gets smoked by the enemies and the thoughts of revenge take your energy, just know the same devil that manipulated y'all got them. So who the real enemy? Geppetto got you thinking that you real boy. Pin the okey doke on the low, that's a kill boy. Grip of blood, we just shed a grip of blood. Before you spit a slug at another thug, better chill boy. Cause when you kill him, you kill you. Taking lives hardens hearts that it will do. I'm talking to the fake and the real goons. Somebody lied to us, listen to the real Jews.
Brotherly love overcomes our destruction. That's the acronym for blood, right? Christ's love overcame our destruction. I guess he the only one doing blood right. Community, revolution, and progress. That's the acronym for crib right. Christ unity's the solution to progress. I guess he the only one doing crib right. Somebody lied to us. Somebody lied to us. Somebody lied to us. Come on, somebody lied to us. You see it, somebody lied to us. I swear somebody lied to us. They wouldn't be the ones that would die for us. Christ did it on the cross, somebody lied to us. He wanna be famous, so he's saying he functionary nigga in the gang amongst them. And he caught up in the gang of funk and caught a case, and the judge made the same assumption, so they hit him with a gang injunction, The homie said he got you, he made blood spill, but he only did it for the blood thrill. Plus he only did it off that drug pill, but he got you feeling like the love's real. Now you feeling like you owe him a body, so you roll and you body somebody and your bodies they climb. But the same one that molded those bodies, he is holding your body, he gon' body your body in time. Now they celebrating hell cause they feeling like they'll never get to Zion cause they lost faith. Selling they soul for a little bit of fame. They gon' know it ain't no game when they die and they see God's face. The world's cold and hell is hot. We stuck up in this melting pot. Instead of helping them, we selling rock. Yeah, living selfish while you tell us stop. I ain't judging, I'm just stating facts. And I pray that we repent, cause it's too late the day you come get us. Look how the slum did us, you the only one with us. Regenerate our faith and have grace on my young niggas. Brotherly love overcomes our destruction. Yeah, that's the acronym for blood, right? Christ's love overcame our destruction. I guess he the only one doing blood right. Community, revolution, and progress. That's the acronym for CRIP, right? Christ unity's the solution to progress. I guess he the only one doing CRIP right. Yeah, somebody lied to us. Somebody lied to us. Somebody lied to us. Come on, somebody lied to us. You see it, somebody lied to us. I swear somebody lied to us. They wouldn't be the ones that would die for us. Christ did it on the cross, somebody lied to us.
Peace and blessings. Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, or whatever time of the day that you are listening to this broadcast. This is the glorious BIG, BigPreach.com, www.grnradio1.com, bringing it to you here at RainierAvenueRadio.world. My mind and spirit stays perplexed in my mind, and my spirit stays enraged. The scripture says, too much is given, much is expected, the words of Yahshua. And also in the book of Ecclesiastics, it says, wisdom, with much wisdom comes grief. And he that increases his knowledge increases his sorrow. When the Big Preach goes all around America, I've been all around the country, looking at the conditioning, state to state, county by county, looking at the conditioning of my people, black people in America, and looking at white America's conditioning. Looking at the people that have ruled us by any means necessary. They have ruled us. For still to this day, America stands as in a fleet of injustice, in a fleet of hypocrisy, preaching democracy around the world, while the whole world watches and sees you killing black people in the streets dead. We even had the Philippine president that was brought by the good brother Phil, peace and blessings to you, brother, that brought up the President Duterte from the Philippines. And I was in the Philippines when he was being chastised by human rights violations. While America sits and violates humans all day, 24/7, state by state, county by county, the American jurisprudence stands in wanting. The justice system stands in the big pit of trivialization of Anglo-Saxon law. And you have placed your puppets, you have placed people of color in positions of authority by proxy. And this is the sad commentary, that black people don't realize the importance for survival to separate. It is clear that separation is intelligence. Separation is sound. Separation is healing. Separation is peace. Peace that your wonderful slave rulers of our slave masters, the children of our slave masters, do not care to see. That separation even saves them, for they are in the negative birth rate. Reports are being said about how they're dying in 17 states, placing them in the negative birth rate. I know that white America, you're not happy about that, but separation saves you. You had laws in America, Jim Crow laws of segregation. Well, you were right. You segregated us, but you kept us powerless. You didn't want us to economically be developed as a people. You think that all of this energy that is being placed into the universe, that universal judgment is not upon you? My only message is to this: now that we go into global conflict, and in the military uprising of global conflict, I stare in the face of white America, because chastisement is upon you. You want our people to continue to suffer as America suffers when we didn't have no control over the economic balance in this country. History shows in itself. You can't keep making charity elements and thinking that, well, we'll just do this and we'll just select from many people of that. We'll get all our black people together and put them and give them jobs and make sure they have some housing. But yet massively our people suffer while you continue to remain arrogant, while you continue to remain in a bubble and not own up to your history. Well, this is where America is coming to. It's coming to the universal judgment. And we're entering into another phase of judgment. We're entering into a phase where America faces annihilation. It faces annihilation with 4 major superpower countries, nuclear countries. And they are ready to go out as martyrs because your power of influence, trying to promote democracy, that is what you try to put as the public, but your behavior and your actions and your foreign policy objectives shows otherwise. It shows that you have been very vicious towards soft target nations, invading these nations, making the dollar strong, making the conglomerate of the Illuminati deep state, and putting us at the mercy of the World Central Bank. Reports are being known up and down about the stock market. The stock market right now is volatile. Certain things are happening. Nations are dumping the dollar. Nations are utilizing other fiat systems to purchase their goods. And now when the dollar collapses and is facing towards collapse, because what is it else that it could be? I mean, we've been borrowing money in this country, putting it into the military industrial complex, and invading soft target nations and removing regimes, and funding private black ops. And these black operatives being funded through the CIA. And you have been making these private ops as a conglomerate to invade other countries. And as these countries suffer from blowing limbs off the babies, America stands in judgment now. And generations later, as we walk into our technology, we walk into technology through complete ignorance, lacking the knowledge, lacking humanity. I'm still asking white America, you say that you're human, and you say that you want charity and make charity available for others, but where is your humanity? Was your humanity in when you made the Jim Crow laws? Was your humanity shown when you destroyed Black Wall Street in 1921 and forced a whole nother generation of Black America into subservience? And now we face annihilation. We face nuclear politics. We face a president that said a whole lot of things to get his campaign to be successful into the White House, only to be told by the deep state that you will not do anything that you said that you were going to do. Because remember the last president that spoke that? Half of his head was blown off. A lot of people don't realize that JFK had taken. Some of us are not in this generation to remember the dollar where it said silver certificate at the top. When the big preach was growing up, it said silver certificate at the top of the dollar. That's because JFK was going to take all the taxes and put it into the silver certificate so that all the money that America was borrowing, we would be able to pay the bills. Instead of it seeing that it's going into trillions and trillions and trillions in debt. Now look, the debt, as they say, the interest on $22 trillion and counting is unserviceable. The interest alone is unserviceable, let alone pay the debt. It's not going to pay the debt. We're going to be paid with a nuclear arsenal turn North America into a nuclear wilderness. That is the plan. Question is, from Washington State to Baltimore, Maryland, where do we stand as American people? Was we American after the towers was blown up? Was we American when Oliver North sent in for the contraband of the military? Was we American when the Taliban was in the Ronald Reagan's office during his administration? And then you turned around and created the war on terror. The war on terror is an insult to black intelligence. Because what the hell was you doing to our people for 3 centuries? Better yet, what the hell was you doing when you were killing unarmed black people all over the country? Was that your humanity? America is suffering from the lack of humanity, not just here domestically, but we're suffering also from the American policy foreign objectives. As this broadcast continues, our question is, we have serious issues going on with our naval fleet. We have serious issues going on with China. We got espionage going on. We have the Trump administration filing lawsuits against China for stealing American intellectual property. But America, you're going to be chastised because you gave the Chinese reparations. You gave the Japanese reparations. And you gave the Jews reparations. And the Jews get $11 billion a year to let the whole world know of the Holocaust. Well, black America played a hell of a cost. And now God is utilizing universal judgment upon America. And this is the sad commentary. Because you refuse to let us go. All we want to do is be free. And we want to experience true freedom. Not freedom by your charity. Not freedom by giving us a good job. This is the sad part of black people. You get a job making $143,000 a year, and then you want to override 417 years. You want to override the masses of the people that's still suffering. You want to override everything else just because you want to make this dollar. Well, this dollar is going to make everybody holler. And it's going to make you cry Allah when they get finished with you. Because they got a plan for you, America. They have a serious plan. And I don't care how strong you think you are. And I don't care how big your military budget is. You're not going to be able to withstand 4 nations' multilateral nuclear strike upon America. And up here in the old Seattle, in the capital of corporation capital, you don't think that this is a target? Y'all better wake up. Better wake up and smell the coffee. Because there's a whole lot of coffee up here people drinking, but they're not smelling it right. Because guess what? We're getting planned. There's a plan to annihilate the American policy, not only the American policy foreign objectives, there's a serious plan to destroy the whole essence and fiber of America. Now, that can come 2 ways. That can come through the deep state planning, because Trump has clearly been selected by the deep state to go after China. Well, you shouldn't have gave Chinese reparations. You gave the wrong people reparations. See, we were prepared to have the 8 territories when Frederick Douglass told Congress. Then white supremacy took over to the turn of the 19th century, and you had your foot on our parents' necks ever since then. All the way down from Jim Crow to the Civil Rights Movement. Took 20 years, y'all, for the Civil Rights Movement to be passed. When we were marching with the good Reverend Doctor, we were man, woman, and child. We're not man, woman, and child no more. Because white supremacy came in and took over and said, come on, black woman, in the 70s, equal rights for women. And the black woman bit on it like a piece of hard, sweet candy. And she's been sucking on it ever since. Because the feminist movement was always a white woman's juncture. It was her domain. It was the white woman that said, we want liberation, while the men went out in the 50s to go fight the war. I imagine both the white man and the black man died for this country. The black man died for this country. He served in this militaries, all to be called nigger on the way as he comes home. And that's the part. many other things that's being impregnated in the universe, y'all. And this universe is pregnant with this evil mindset of wanting control. White America, you have ruled us, and you have ruled us unjustly, and you are found wanting before the Father now. Before God does what he has to do, you have to do and undo the paradigm if you choose to be saved, because there's no way you're gonna find your Savior in the lying of Jesus Christ, and you even lied about that. And a lot of black folks find that harsh. They find that hate teaching. It's not hate teaching to roll out the facts of history. That's why they dumbed y'all down for the last 35 years in the educational system. So what happens when you turn your children over to your rulers for their education? I like the way Brother Dr. Umar Johnson said. He said that white people are educated to lead. Black people are educated to serve. You're not going to entaste true freedom, black folks. You're not going to know what true freedom is until you separate. Separation is intelligence. Separation is sensible. Separation is peace. We want full and complete separation. Yes, we don't want to go back to Africa. All right? We don't choose to go back to Africa. We've been right here where our parents made a stake in this place. They worked and built and worked in the cotton fields, and you guys had so much to say when Michelle Obama says she feels proud because she can sit in the White House and visualize her ancestors all around this property building it. You have allowed the black woman to be the primary victim of slavery, and now she has left and to facilitate the system of white supremacy. But I have to tell you, America, if you do not understand what's coming to you, it's going to happen too late. You're going to wake up with a mushroom cloud or mushroom clouds, many more than one, because we're facing annihilation. Now, Russia, they take their people, y'all, and they do drills county by county all through Russia. They got so many bunkers for their civilians. They're prepared. They have as many bunkers in Russia as we have parks and recreations. Count out how many parks and recreations we got all over America, state by state, county by county, and they have just as much bunkers. See, they were preparing for this day. They thought that they forgot. Well, American people forgot when the Soviet Union crashed. They've been rebuilding their military. And America screwed up because they pulled out of the first treaty in 2002. George Bush pulled out of that treaty that was established. And then Trump pulls out of the INF treaty here in 2018. In the 2018, he pulls out of this treaty. And this treaty, they were already prepared for. And the silliness about it is that the American government made an excuse to reposture themselves because of 9/11. He says, well, we're going to reposture ourselves because our global position because of 9/11. Well, first of all, 9/11, I guess InfoWars put that out pretty good. Everyone can agree. Are you going to be that silly, America, to think that it's not an inside job? You're going to still think that Osama bin Laden had something to do with those towers being down? If he had something to do with it, why was his family in America flown, escorted out when the whole entire Air Force shut the air system down and they were able to fly out? This is facts. And then to knock it and slam dunk it,
George Bush is wanted for war crimes. Reports around the global internet has been coming forth and coming out by the cracks and crevices throughout all these years. Back in the first term of Obama, second year, he negotiated with the president of Switzerland for the G Summit. They have a G Summit for the presidents, and then they have a G Summit for the former presidents. And he's trying to Obama's trying to ask the president of Switzerland to grant immunity for George Bush in case he is arrested in Switzerland. It was in Switzerland that year. And sad part that George Bush, man, can't leave the country. Now, You know, a lot of people can say, well, that's not true and all that, but hey, man, the letter at Daddy Bush's funeral, I don't know what was on that letter, but it seemed like something catastrophic was on that letter when that Secret Service gave that letter note to George Bush Jr. And the looks on various, all of the trilateral, the looks on their face, starting with George Bush's wife and his brother Jeb Bush. They looked horrified at whatever was on that letter. I don't know, they can say that it's a conspiracy theory and all of that, but hey, I don't believe in conspiracy theories anymore. I'm not a fan of conspiracy theories because, you know, I learned that through the FEMA camps. They went on and tried to make FEMA camps a conspiracy theory, and which turned out later to be a conspiracy fact. And that was a blow towards the intelligence. And now you can just Google it all on your phone. Just Google FEMA camps. They ain't hiding it. Now me, you know, if you get up in them camps, it look like you ain't coming back out. You know, and so it's just some deep stuff, man, and a lot that has nothing to do with the success and the productivity of Black America. We have our minds so spread out and so discombobulated and so broken up that you are in position to basically accept the fate of America, which you have never had control of your policies in your community and never had control of your own destiny, never had control of anything, not even your own business. I mean, a lot of black people walked away from their businesses in the 70s and 80s. Walked away while they were ahead because a government decided to up the property tax, and which upped up the interest rates on the mortgages. So, you know, black folks walked away from their businesses. Their children didn't want to take on the burden. I got it. I mean, I wouldn't want to assume the burden. If you are ahead and you've been somewhat successful, you're going to move on. And a lot of black folks move on, which Latinos, Hindus, and Arabs, and Asians came into our communities and now sucking off transactions off black folks, which black people are still looking towards white resources for their income. This is the Big Preach. You're listening to the COON Free Broadcast. We get ready to come with another funky dope gospel rap artist. Righteous hip hop is what we do.
Life in the fallen world ain't easy. Trials and hardships. What's my comfort supposed to be? Is it there might be a better day? I don't know. I'ma just cry to the Lord, man. Yeah, Lord, I'd like to start by saying I can hate where I'm at. When this life is hard and situations take me aback. Yeah, the fight is hard and I can hardly face it in fact. And life is hard to get up like a ball with wasted attempt. It really seems the situations that I'm facing is wet. I've been awakened, but now I'm feeling forsaken and trapped. With no hope and I'm broken open, forsaken the trap. I've been bothered since you father put this weight on my back. So please erase it as sweat, cause when it's pain it attacks. My weakness is at its peak, I'm feeling strained and I lack the trust in you. I struggle through the ways that I should come to you, Lord. What am I gonna do? It's true, this pain and distress, but I see my only hope when my back's on the ropes is in you. So I read through the facts that you wrote. The pain may fade away, but if that's my only hope, then you don't get the glory alone. Not Lord, even close. It may get better, but it may not. So when I pray, God, I pray I would trust you ever or not the pain stops. So when the rain falls, coming down like raindrops, I just gotta cling to you. Lord, it may get better, but it may not. So when I pray, God, I pray I would trust you ever or not the pain stops. So when the rain falls, coming down like raindrops, I just gotta cling to you.
Yo, Heavenly Father, in your word you say we can build because of Jesus and the blood that he graciously spilled. Lord, I thank you for real, cause my dad's always there. I can cast all my cares plus the weight that I feel. My situation is ill, I ain't asking to be making a mill, but is all my money for paying my bills? It gets crazier still, my soul's on dangerous hills, a target for the world, the flesh and Satan aiming to kill, while the wicked who behave it in your will. Sit by the lake as they chill, taking in sensational thrills. Lord, your son I admire, he's the one I desire. I'll run through the fire if you say it's your will, but at times it's hard to hear you. The world doesn't fear you. Lord, give me a clear view, your face is concealed. Help me to be patient until your grace is revealed. And in the meantime, between time, be praising you
Lord,
still.
Lord, it may get better, but it may not. So when I pray, God, I pray I will trust you ever unlock the pain steps. So when the rain falls, coming down like raindrops, I just gotta cling to you. Lord, it may get better, but it may not. So when I pray, God, I pray I will trust you ever unlock the pain steps. So when the rain falls, coming down like raindrops, I just gotta cling to you. Lord, you know I'm hoping that my situation will switch. That you'll show me you're amazing by erasing it quick. But I've noticed that my hope is in you changing it quick. Instead of knowing you're enough, Lord, I was chasing your gifts. But then I opened up your text and look at David and them. Their situations was grim, but it ain't changing within. They prayed you take it away, but saw your face in the end. And found comfort in your justice and the grace you extend. So in this life full of strife, if my days get grayer, I'm content with the fact that you'll stay my savior. No change in my game, man, it ain't no greater comfort that was found in you. That's so major. In this life full of strife, if my days get grayer, I'm content with the fact that you'll stay my savior. No change in my game, man, it ain't no greater comfort that was found in you. So Lord, it may get better, but it may not. So when I pray, God, I pray I will trust you ever unlock the pain steps. So when the rain falls, coming down like raindrops, I just gotta cling to you. Lord, it may get better, but it may not. So when I pray, God, I pray I will trust you ever unlock the pain steps. So when the rain falls, coming down like raindrops, I just gotta cling to you. Lord, it may get better, but it may not. So when I pray, God, I pray I will trust you ever unlock the pain steps. So when the pain falls, coming down like raindrops, I just gotta cling to you. Lord, it may get better, but it may not. So when I pray, God, I pray I will trust you ever unlock the pain steps. So when the pain falls, coming down like raindrops, I just gotta cling to you.
Oh, yeah, that was Brother Trip Lee coming to you. I got to cling to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And while we cling to the Lord, we got to pray. And you're listening to the Gospel Gangsters. Let us pray, man.
Now I lay me down to sleep. I close my eyes and I pray the Lord my soul to keep. With hope to rise in the dream of seeing a better day. It's a better way. If this life is all we have, my nigga, let us pray. In the midst of this confusion, I come to this conclusion, I'ma love them anyway, cause they know not what they doing. I'm encouraging my walk, though sometimes it gets shaky. Keep my eyes on the prize, and I stick to the path of safety. And lately, I've been thinking I really need to pray more, seeing signs of the times, and people starting to stray more. Dear God, protect me, don't let him lift me off my feet. Don't let him steal my faith and sit me out like wheat. And please God, give me the strength, know I'm sincere when I speak this. What's the deepest? He knows all my weakest points. He know he can't tip me with a joint, but he knows about my anger. Ever since I was a banger, I'm battling my mind when my hurt is spark and casting down imaginations of all these murderous thoughts. Renew my mind daily, but see it step by step, cause still embedded in my mind is enemies is worthy of death. And you say love them, so all I ask is you help me, and I'll do your will if it's gonna keep my spirit healthy. And you also tell me that I'm an heir to your throne, but it's so hard to feel holy when I've done so much wrong. I've seen evil, I spoke evil, I heard evil, struggled and hustled to bubble, I even hurt people. But I guess it's just a part of your plan, so I'ma put it all in your hands. And I begin to say, now I lay me down to sleep. I close my eyes and I pray the Lord my soul to keep. With hopes to rise in the dream of seeing a better day. It's a better way. If this life is all we have, my nigga, let us pray. Let us pray, man. Let us pray, man.
Father, forgive me for I have sinned this time even longer than last time that I repent just to come back stronger. I know the wages of sin could not be wrong. I try my best to just give in, but I'm a soldier. Unknown was the lion's den. Can't help but mold you to a cold nigga off that gin. I'm never sober, but you, when you look at me, see nothing nice when I'm everything they wanna be. But there's a price. Why did you have grace on me and keep me living? Thought I asked to die in my sleep, unforgiven in the eyes of my peers. Seems like ever since baptized I've had to persevere. Ashamed to still make no difference in the scheme of things. Last week I'm hearing voices, now I'm seeing things. All the wrong choices, fighting demons every night I drink. Father, if you hearing me, I need a change.
Exit out the game, now I lay me down to sleep. I close my eyes and I pray the Lord my soul to keep. With hopes to rise in the dream of seeing a better day. It's a better way. If this life is all we have, my nigga, let us pray. Now I lay me down to sleep. I close my eyes and I pray the Lord my soul to keep. With hopes to rise in the dream of
get minds rich with the thoughts of evil. Killing off our own kind, not knowing who's plotting. The ghetto birds in the air because the pistols is popping. Bodies are dropping, the numbers in the morgue ain't stopping. I guess the days of my people picking cotton have been forgotten. Lord, please help the downtrodden, cause food stamps and county line got us spoiled rotten. All we know how to do is play the cards we was dealt. Those that been through can't understand my views, so they can't be felt. Hear my cry. I need a quick reply. Ain't nothing proper about seeing my homies die. That's why I keep my faith and my head up. Hoping one day we gon' finally get fed up. Gotta stand in the gap for the ghetto. Please give us this day as we bow down our heads, repent and pray. God, I stand in the gap for the ghetto. Please give us this day as we bow down our heads, repent and pray.
Now I lay me down to sleep, and I pray the Lord my soul to keep. In the dream of seeing a better day. If this life is all we have, let us pray, man. And I begin to pray. Let us pray, man. And I begin to say, now I lay me down to sleep, and I pray the Lord my soul to keep. In the dream of seeing a better day.
Oh yeah, we must pray for solidarity. Solidarity means unification, means complete unity, y'all. Complete unity amongst us as a people. Without us, we are all we got, folks. And it's time for the black folks in America to unite once and for all. Our elders, our ancestors have tried, all to no avail. Now as we go into Black History Month, I want all black folks to do some soul searching, because it's time. You know what? If you don't want to do the soul searching, you're going to be forced to search your soul and to know that I want for my brother or sister of what I want for myself. And what I want for myself is nothing but complete righteous for you and your family, for us all as a community worldwide. Yeah, we put the fist up, y'all. This is the Big Preach coming to you, man, with Gospel Rap Nation, the COON Free Broadcast, GRN Radio 1. You can send us an email at gospelrapnationoutreach@gmail.com. Holla at the Big Preach, www.bigpreach.com. We're going to be here live, man, in the community, bringing it to you in the Northwest. That's it, man, you know, and I hope y'all enjoy this show. More will be revealed later. Until next time, keep your eyes on the prize, folks, and know that within you, we are all we got. This is the Big Preach signing off.